What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I guess you could call me Classy Grab Bag today. I have a mystery box that I'm going to open for you guys. I'm just going to do an unboxing on this. It's from Bridge 9 Records. Bridge 9 Records is a label that I'm not super familiar with. They specialize, it looks like, in a lot of hardcore and that type stuff. And hardcore is not really something that I have just too much of in my collection. It's not really something that I really just follow. So I'm going to count on some of you guys that are a bit more hardcore aficionados that are watching this video to kind of help me out in the comments. That I'm probably not going to know much about any of this stuff. This was something that someone shared with me. It's 20 CDs for 15 bucks. I figured at that price, I could definitely check it out. Hopefully, find some stuff that I like in here. If not, I'm sure I won't have a hard time finding a new home for some of this stuff. As I said, it's 20 CDs, 15 bucks. They still have these available. I will link Bridge 9 Records up in the description with a direct link to the mystery boxes. So they also have, I think, an LP record mystery box, a poster mystery box, or they call it a mystery tube. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and rip this open. I figured at that price point, I could definitely try to find some new stuff, maybe expand my horizons a little bit, and listen to some stuff that I probably would have never checked out otherwise. So looks like it's packed up pretty good. As you can see, it's in there. It's got some paper, all that type of stuff, and I'm just going to get right into this. As I said, I'm probably not going to know much of any of this stuff, so just kind of bear with me as I go through this. First up, we have Expire with Pendulum Swings. I've heard the name Expire mentioned, but I really just don't know much about the band. So this is a Bridge 9 Records release. Make some space here. I've got stuff everywhere where stuff has been coming in. Next up, we have a Foundation with When the Smoke Clears. Another one that I have absolutely never heard of. Trying to fight that glare. Next up, we have Lemur- Lemuria with Pebble. And it says it has a girl boy dueling vocals, catchy choruses, and perfect for fans of the Get Up Kids, Superchunk, and Tegan and Sarah. So I don't know. It seems like it has some kind of indie vibes going on with this. I don't know if this is going to be something that I'm going to dig. As I said, I'm sure I won't have trouble finding a new home for some of this stuff. Sometimes I just like to check out new stuff like this and find something that I would probably never have checked out otherwise. So next up, we have Think I Care with World Asylum. So I think these are all Bridge 9 Records releases so far. Everything that I pulled out of this. Like I said, if you know about some of this stuff, feel free to jump in the comments, help me out, help other people that are watching this video out, and give your 2 cents on the stuff. Like I said, there's going to be a ton of stuff that I just never heard of in this. I may have never heard of any of this stuff that's in here. So I mean, it is entirely possible. Next up, we have Pale Horse with Amongst the Flock for fans of Hatebreed and Terror. So this is probably more of a style of hardcore that I could probably get around. This will probably be one of the first that I actually check out. It's kind of hard for me to even show anything on this one. It's so dark on that album, the artwork. Next up, we have No Turning Back with Rises from the Ashes. I wish I knew a little bit more about some of this stuff, just so I could speak on it a bit. But like I said, there's just so much of this stuff that I'm not familiar with. It's just not a genre that I particularly follow. So next up, we have Crime in Stereo. Crime in Stereo is dead. I guess is what. Like I said, I think these are all Bridge 9 Records releases on this. I figure if I find one CD that I actually really like out of this whole bundle, it'll be worth it because you could spend 15 bucks on one CD easily. So Next up, we have a Ceremony with Still Nothing Moves You. Not much to the artwork or anything on this one. It just says new 16-track full-length album. Looks like it was released back in 2008, so not that new. Next up, we have Ruiner with I Heard These Dudes Are Assholes. This actually looks like it could be pretty fun. I might have to check that one out pretty soon. As far as one of the first ones that I check out, I think so far the Pale Horse and this Ruiner are kind of leading the pack of stuff that I want to listen to. So, but yeah, that looks like it could be a pretty fun listen right there. Next up, we have Cruel Hand with Prying Eyes. I really dig the artwork on this one. Even on the back. So I think I'm going to make separate piles of the stuff that I want to check out first. So. Death Before Dishonor with Better Ways to Die. I've actually heard of this one, so I may have some Death Before Dishonor still in my collection. I sold some CDs maybe a year or so, a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I may have sold what Death Before Dishonor that I had in the collection. If so, they're a band that I can get behind. So this one's actually a pretty good one to have in this. This one was released back in 2009. We have Blue Monday with Rewritten. So don't know anything about this one. Not much going on that actual artwork there though. And we've got packing paper, which I threw in the trash, and then I'm trying to make a mess over here. Next up, we have Stand and Fight with Together We Win. Straight edge hardcore from Orange County, California. It says stand tall, stand proud, stand for unity. That seems to be like a common theme for a lot of hardcore bands I've noticed. Like the whole unity theme. Next up, we have Breathe In from This Day On. Another one that I am not familiar with. So I hope you guys are at least getting just some entertainment out of what's in this. Like I said, I'm sure some of you that are following or watching this are probably a bit more into hardcore than I am. So you probably know some stuff about these that I do not. We have For the Worst with The Chaos Continues. We have Project X with Straight Edge Revenge. This was recorded in 1987, apparently. So I guess this is a reissue of some type. I'm sure some of you are watching this are probably surprised at some of the stuff that I just haven't heard of, but you're getting a fast track lesson on how ignorant I am when it comes to hardcore, but I am not afraid to admit it. Next up, we have Outbreak with You Make Us Sick. Needless to say, at least I'll have some stuff to check out and listen to when I'm kind of feeling that itch, kind of feeling that desire to listen to some hardcore. At least I now have some new stuff to me to check out without having to just go search down stuff. I'll have some stuff at my disposal. Next up, we have Anger Regiment with Aces and Eights. The Dead Man's Hand. Learned that from watching TNA wrestling back in the day. We got two left. We have No Warning, Ill Blood. I actually own some stuff from a band called No Warning, but I don't think it's the same band. It could be, but the No Warning that I own an album from is more thrash metal, and I'm just judging from this that this is going to be more hardcore looking, so it's probably not the same band. And then last we have Give Up the Ghost with Year One. So I mean, I've got some stuff in here that looks pretty interesting. Like I said, I'm not familiar enough with the genre as a whole and these bands or the label to speak just too much on this. I know it's not a very informative video. For that, I apologize. But I know that some of you watching this may be into some of this stuff a bit more than I am. I think some of you may like this and may want to jump in on one of these grab bags. So that's all I've got for today. I've got still got tons of stuff to show. Metalhead Box should be here within the next day or two, so that video will be up soon. But that's all I've got for today. So stay classy, stay metal, stay hardcore, whatever makes you happy. And I'll see you guys soon. I promise.